let's now consider what more we can learn from Word 2016 on that file. Well, in this first one, if you need a new page of a document, you just come and click on new. You can click on new, then it allows you to make a choice of the style you would like to use. So that is what you can do. Alternatively, you can simply press a two-key combination, Control plus N, Control plus N. Or alternatively, you can use Alt F and N. So we have gotten up to three different methods of doing that. One, you can go to File and click on New, or you can press Control plus N, or you can as well use your Alt plus F plus N in order to open a brand new typing environment on your document. So that is what that one is designed for. Now let's get another one. When it comes to open, open allowed you open an existing document that have been saved before. The document you have worked before on your computer. Suppose you want to open it through Microsoft Word again. So you come here and click on open. It allowed you, even give you provision for the recent document you have worked on. In case you are interested, you could just go there and click on it, it will open. Or you could come in here and browse to, what simply means browse here is you want to go to your system to check for where you saved them. Maybe they are not in the list mentioned. So with that, you can open. Alternatively, you could use Control plus O. It will do the same job. And in our previous tutorial, we show you different shortcut keys method. That means you can use Alt plus F, and then you notice that O under open is highlighted. So you touch O, it will take you to the same place. And you can go further, as you can see, other keys here are also highlighted. So that is what open is meant for. What about save? Now let's see whether we can use save and save as almost the same time. Well, when you are using save, if a document have never been saved before, take for example, the document we are working now have never been saved before. Let's just take save. If you click on that save, automatically it will allow you to save it when you have never saved it before. So now let's take for example, I'm just going to put here, let's just say save. Save. I have saved it. Now if I should go back to that save again, notice what will happen. If you click on save, it seems no changes. What that simply means is that it assumes that I want to save any changes I might have made to the document, and I want to just save the changes on it. So it will not bring about the dialog save as dialog box again. However, when it comes to save as can work the same way when the document has not been saved before. That means it will still come up with the same dialog box with the same thing with save. But on save as, at any time save as is used, it can bring back the dialog box. So what is different? Under save, save only bring out the dialog box once. Anytime you apply save again, it assumes that you want to save the additional things you might have added to your document. But however, save as creates room for you to always get back to that dialog box. Maybe it assumes that you want to change the file name and so on. Maybe you want to add something to the file name and so on. So save as always pop up with a dialog box when used. And see it here. The dialog box open again, unlike save. Alright, so let's make way to another one. When it comes to Word 2016, it make it very easy for you to convert your work to a PDF format. So from Word, you can click and have a PDF format. When you click, you will have this, that the PDF maker needs to save whatever. After you finish within that, just click on save. If you notice that under save as type, you then have, can you see PDF file? And with the file name extension PDF. Okay, good. So when you save, you are automatically converting the word to a PDF. So if that is what you are interested in, 2016 Microsoft Word make it very easy for you to convert Word to PDF. Again, if you go a bit further, you can see it here for print. Can you see print? Of course, many of us know how to print a document, so you can have it here on this environment. Remember that under Alt creates opportunity for you to use as a shortcut keys too. That means if you use alternative and F plus P, you can still do the same thing, or you use Control P, you will still get to print. So print is meant for you to print a document. All right, now you could set, choose the printer name you want to use, choose how many copies you want to print, choose the printer, the page or the pages, choose whether you want to print only current page or you want to print the entire work, choose the paper size, type, and so on and so forth. So that is what print, and it can be found under file it is used for. Now let's go a bit further. Another beautiful part of it is that it allowed for share, but I will discuss that in maybe subsequent tutorial in detail. But let's go to this export. In most of the previous edition of Microsoft Word, there was no export. Export is a very simple word. Many of us know what it means to be exporting things. Now, how to export what we have in Microsoft Word to other format. You have again the PDF. Maybe you want to export it to a PDF format. Maybe you want to export it to many other format like XPS as an XPS document and so forth. Or you want another beautiful part. You may just want another file, another to change to file type. Under file type, that means what file name extension do you want to use. Maybe you don't want to use .doc as often used, okay, but now maybe you want to use like a rich text format or txt, or okay, we have um, DOTX, which is often used, or you want to save with a lower export it to a lower version and so on, rich text format and so on. Now remember that when it comes to file type, I can illustrate it this way. It's more like a family name extension, your surname. In most cases, some people who come from village, when maybe they have been staying in the city for so long and they are going back home and maybe greeted an elderly person, excuse me, who are you? What's your name? In fact, an elderly person, they do not want to really know your first name. He really want to know your family name or your surname. When you mention your surname, oh, okay, my son is you. So that is what happened when it comes to file type. File type. That simply means there's a file name extension at it, where that whenever you see that extension, you know, okay, this is actually a rich text format, or this is a Word document, this is a Microsoft PowerPoint, this is a Microsoft Excel, that extension. In most cases, after your file name, you see dot something. So those are the things that what is it called, file type is all about. Now, alternatively, if you want to close your document, you could as well come to here and click on close. If you notice, it has closed that document. Now it's giving us the another work. So close is not always you come here, you could as well come here to do the same thing. Okay, now let's go down this account. Okay, if you come to account simply means if you want to use your OneDrive, for example, you want to be using cloud computing. If you want to use cloud computing, you can use that account. But when it comes to options, option is a very, very beautiful part. Many of us hardly use option, but option is very good. Let me just you a little about the power of option. Under the option, you could determine how many minutes should it take before your work automatically save itself, or to save. You can set it under word options. You could determine the display. Under the display, you could choose how it appears. You could even change the color of from blue to many other colors. Let's go on to save. In this one, for example, if you see under save auto recover information, it's on 10 minutes. That means every 10 minutes automatically save itself with or without my assistant. So I could choose, okay, no, 10 minutes is too much. Give me for 5. That means every 5 you should choose to save. It should save automatically. All right, we had made mention about the file name extension or file type the other time. So you can say it here by default. Default simply means the way it was primary programmed. Okay, by default is .docx. .docx. That's the default. You could choose something different. There are many of it here, and that will become the primary or the default again. So this is where you change most of the default. You could as well choose, okay, henceforth, I do not want my document to be a default place for saving. You could even create a folder. Okay, a folder that the folder becomes the primary place for your document to go to whenever you choose to save. This is environment. This is the place for it. You could determine all that with ease, with very simple. Now you could choose your primary language that you want your Microsoft Words to understand. In this one is English, that is default. You can set English as default here. You could choose to a language rather than English as default. Now, this environment word options is very important, but however, before you make changes, it's expected that you fully understand what you are doing so that you will make a beautiful, the right changes in it. So you could take a closer study of each of these and see how you can improve your work. Now let's take, for example, let's go to the ribbon. All right, ribbon. We remember what when we were going into introductory part, we said that these are our ribbons. Okay. Now in the ribbons, you can see the things that are not showing are the ribbon, and if you want to add them, it's a very simple thing. Let me show you, for example. If I want to add undo, I will just click on this. As I'm clicking on undo, I come to the center and click on okay. As soon as I click on add, it will tell me, okay, this command, it will be added, or the command will then come to this way. But in this case, the undo has already been added, so that is why it doesn't show. So any of them you are interested, just go there. After going there, click on this, and it will come to, then it will come this way. As soon as it comes to this side, that means it has been added. So under word options, you can do so many things. You can change the look of your document, you can change the so many things and customize it to suit what you want. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you do, leave your comment at the bottom. Let me see from what you have learned, and let us make progress as we get to know in depth of the Microsoft 2016, how we can benefit ourselves. Please remember to like, subscribe, and leave your comment. Love you so much. See you in the next video.